What's good, YouTube? It's your boy King Ray Kage, and I'm back with another video. And in today's video, it is a great day to be a wrestling fan because unlike everything else that's closed on Labor Day, we actually have a show today. So thank you guys so much for stopping by and seeing my reaction slash review slash just a review of WWE Monday Night Raw. And it was a great show. I enjoyed it a lot. A lot of people are going to have mixed feelings saying All Out was better. Of course it was better. It was a pay-per-view. It's supposed to be better. But on that note, as a WWE fan, it was a great show. Now, I like the concept and I don't like the concept. Now, you guys are going to kind of get a little fuzzy with me in a little bit. But what I do want to say is, A, they did a great job with the tag team turmoil. I was confused about the recess and stuff like that, but if it was to the case where Randy told Vince, I'm not sitting out there for an hour and a half in a row, you better split this shit up, then ain't nobody got a problem with what Randy needs. Anyway, I'm not saying that happened. No sources or anything like that. I'm just saying, it would be funny if that was the case. Anyway, so the New Day was just whooping everybody's ass, beating everybody's ass by roll up. Xavier Woods was lit. Then they beat T-Bar. They beat the Viking Raiders, roll up. They beat after that they beat the Lucha House Party, and then after that they beat T-Bar and Mace, and then T-Bar and Mace beat them up, and then decided to beat everybody else up, and then Mansoor came out with Mustafa Ali, and then got beat up by T-Bar and Mace again. Again, and then. During the recess, during the commercial break, they were like, hey, we're just gonna stop this completely, let both teams heal up, and we'll redo it. I was like, okay, I guess, but I think it was the best choice to end the show on a high note. We'll get to that later. After that, we got an amazing match between Drew McIntyre and Sheamus. Surprisingly, Sheamus won. And Drew McIntyre kind of turned heel. So if this is the start of a heel Drew McIntyre, I'm all for it. I love Drew McIntyre as a heel. Loved him to death. When he turned face, I was like, oh yeah, okay, I guess. He deserves it, so he deserves to be praised and stuff. But I feel like he deserves a title reign where he's a badass. And I'm not talking about a tag team championship reign with Dolph Ziggler or none of that. I'm talking about an NXT, Impact Wrestling, TNA champion, whatever. I need a heel Drew McIntyre to win a championship. Right now, the U.S. Championship is looking kind of nice. I'm not going to lie. The importance of that title is skyrocketing, and it's a great thing. Great thing for wrestling. The U.S. Championship is being relevant again. The Tag Team Championships are an all-time high right now. Everybody wants that, and the WWE Championship always is going to be up there. Roman's doing a great job with the Universal Championship. The Usos are with him. It's going to end up to the point where good and good equals good. And then last but not least, the Women's Championships are doing good. Transitioning to the Women's Championship, we had Nia Jax versus Charlotte Flair for the WWE Raw Women's Championship. And guys, it was tough to watch, but I wasn't expecting much anyway for what happened last week with them. This week was kind of the same, and I'm glad that it looks like they're pushing for a different direction, and they're just gonna do Charlotte and Alexa Bliss, and then Shayna versus Nia Jax. Hopefully that's the case, and they can stop doing whatever the fuck they were doing in the first place. But yeah, that was actually the best part. Then Alexa Bliss comes out, says she wants a championship match. Charlotte says yes, surprisingly, and don't specify when it's gonna be, but I am assuming it's gonna be at Extreme Rules. Then you have the tag team championship match between Natalya and championships contenders match between Nikki ASH and Rhea Ripley versus Natalia and Tamina. Nobody's meaner than Tamina. Now, the match was good. I mean, it wasn't bad. It was okay. But a championships contender match, and I know you guys know how I feel about it. If you beat the champion, you're a champion. Instead of having a championships contenders match, you could just have a number one contenders match, and then that person, you guys can save that for a pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm not going to rant about it. Maybe that's a whole nother video if you guys really want me to talk about it. Thank you guys so much for 100 subs, by the way. I do appreciate that. The ending of the show, before the ending, we had some shenanigans with the 24/7 championship, which is not really that important to talk about anyway. But I mean, it was entertaining. You know, the fly out of the ring by Reggie was good. Now, the ending of the Tag Team Turmoil was fucking amazing. The New Day did their thing. They beat up some people. They got a win. And after that, the main event actually started when Omos and AJ Styles came out, beat the fuck out. They beat the hell out of. Sorry for my language. They beat the hell out of the New Day, and then Bobby Lashley, and MVP come to the ring, and let's just all go out and say everybody was chanting for MVP, and he'd even get tagged in. That's how tough it was. Like it feels like he'd even get tagged in because he was just, as soon as he came in, he just tagged out, chilled in the corner. Bobby Lashley did the rest of the thing. I don't mind it. I mean, Bobby Lashley could carry it, but if you really wanted the Hurt Business to, you know, be tag team champions, you might as well would have just reunited Shelton and Cedric with MVP and them boys, because it looks like MVP's actually injured now that I think about it, because I mean he's always been walking around with the cane and whatnot and always favoring the leg and stuff, but I hope that's not the case. I hope he's just a story thing, but he's always having his knee wrapped up for some reason. But yeah, we got a really good moment when Bobby Lashley and Omos started chain wrestling were their strength, and Bobby Lashley was like, nope, not today. And he just took him to the corner, started slapping him up. Got to the point where Omos tags AJ Styles. He jumps through the announce table towards Randy and Bobby Lashley. And after that, Bobby Lashley hit the most devastating spear ever, then wins the said match and gets choke slammed by Omos, which is, if Omos can get a little bit more training, I think that's going to be a great match. Just to see both of them like fight each other 1v1. Amazing match. So Bobby Lashley, MVP versus RK Bro next week for the WWE Tag Team Championships. You're shedding spotlight on the Tag Team Championships. You're shedding spotlight on the WWE Championship. And you're shedding light on everything else, because those two championships are going to be on the show. You're not going to leave any championship out of the show, which is a common thing for WWE. They always tend to leave one of the championships out of the show, which is awful, but hey. Anyway, it was a great ending, a great show. Wasn't better than All Elite, All Out. But people got to stop comparing that shit, what we saw today, with what we saw yesterday, because they're two different shows. Let's just be honest. And on top of that, one was a pay-per-view, and the other one was a regular TV produced show. So we'll wait to compare All Out with Extreme Rules. We'll see what happens. Then again, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. Again, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Thank you for your 100 subscribers. And on top of that, they call me the king. Take care, guys. Peace.